Welcome, welcome everyone. Welcome to the Bridge Builders of Diversity.
Hey there.
Welcome, welcome. Today, well, as you know, we're bridging the gap between the typical community and the disability community.
That's right.
That's our passion and that's what we do. We want to bridge that gap. And today, which is something we didn't know.
We learned something new,
yeah.
and we're going to share it with you because we love you.
Did you know that July is Disability Pride Month? Yay! We had no clue.
We had no clue. And that's kooky because we pay so much attention. We're always trolling for new information from the disability community. So now we're bringing it to you in hopes that this spreads far and wide. So
do you want to show them the flag?
I do.
And then I can tell them what the different colors. Well, she's getting that up. The flag was created by Anne McGill in 2019. It originally had zigzag lines, which were pretty cool. But people who had
Isn't that beautiful?
seizure disorders or visual impairments, it wasn't very pleasant to look at. So she had to change the design, which that one there is, I believe,
That's beautiful.
the most
Masterpiece.
Yes.
Absolutely gorgeous.
And so she redid it in 2021. So kudos to Anne McGill.
Yeah,
Thank
way
you.
to go, Anne McGill.
Yes.
So, and you know why they picked July?
Why?
Because it's the anniversary of the passage of the Americans with Disabilities Act.
That's right. I forgot that part. Thank you, Roberta.
Another exciting thing.
Thank you. So the different colors of the flag have different meanings, just like the pride flag for LGBTQ. And if I'm missing any letters, sorry.
Yeah, sorry. we really want to include all of you.
Everyone. Everybody. So the red represents physical disabilities.
Okay.
Yep.
That makes sense.
Yes. And gold is cognitive and intellectual disabilities.
Excellent.
And then white, this is white in sign language, non-visible and undiagnosed disabilities.
Love it.
Yes.
Love it. Because people with invisible disabilities, we do see you.
Yes.
We see you and we love you and we want what's best for you.
Absolutely. And blue is psychiatric disabilities.
And those can be invisible as well.
Mm-hmm.
So we can merge that blue and white.
Absolutely. And then green is psychiatric disabilities. Sorry.
No.
That was blue. Green. Sensory. I can't read my own writing. I like chicken scratch.
I thought that said sensory.
Yes, it does. Sorry.
Because it's been so long, I can kind of read your handwriting now.
Yeah, that's good. I'm glad somebody can, because I can't. And then the black has a sadder meaning. It's in regards to represents people who have died due to ableism, eugenics, suicide, violence, rebellion, and illness.
Oh.
Yes.
But you know what? We have to represent that. Because if we want the happy, fun, beautiful rainbow side, we have to take the blackness with it. Yeah. And these issues are real. Medical neglect and ableism is a giant problem. Even right now, 2023. Mm-hmm. I was just talking to my niece from the UK, and her good friend is doing her master's thesis on medical neglect for people with Down syndrome.
Oh, yeah.
It happens. It still happens. And so...
Yeah, doctors don't like to see me coming.
No.
I'm a pit bull mama.
Right. And not everybody has Sherry's ability to stay aware and recognize when medical neglect is happening.
The doctors my son has, the majority of them have been wonderful. Right. I've more run into problems where it's been an ER visit, don't know the doctor. Sometimes they may or may not want to do something, so I've had to push that envelope a little.
You know, that speaks to a previous video that we did, so check through all of our videos when we talked about attitudinal barriers. Thank you.
We just put that out last
attitudinal barriers can lead to things like medical neglect or even in the educational realm, which is my wheelhouse, lowered expectations. I'm not going to raise the bar for you and try to teach you new things because I don't expect very much. So that's an attitudinal barrier.
And I've read a lot of stories, even through COVID, about that. People with Down syndrome specifically, I've run into those stories that when I see Down syndrome, that kind of catches my attention. But there were several stories. There was one young woman who actually died, and her family is pretty upset because they don't think she was cared for properly when she was admitted to the hospital. And the mother had also had COVID and couldn't be there, who was the guardian, and the sister was trying to advocate for her. And
whoa, that's a horrible situation.
Yes.
Oh gosh,
yes.
And our hearts go out to you.
Yes.
And anybody else in that situation, whether you have Down syndrome or any other disability, or even if you're typical, because again, we want to include everybody. But these are pretty serious. So, pretty serious issues. But what do you think that pride in disability might mean? Because I've read a little bit about where they're coming from with this.
Okay.
And it's not what you think. It's like a lot of times you think pride, you're like, I am great, I am wonderful. Well, I think if I didn't misinterpret their meaning, if I did, correct me. I'd love to hear from you.
Leave a comment.
Even if you want to be nasty and say something mean, I'd love to hear from you.
Civil debate.
I'm at that point. I want attention.
Civil debate. Please.
Civil debate, please.
Or you'll have to deal with me.
You don't want to deal with her. She's lovely, but there's a point. Where was I going with this? Oh, pride. Pride and visibility is accepting me for who I am. I'm a person with a disability, and I want you to see me for who I am and not try to keep me in the shadows or on the sidelines. And that really spoke to me because that's our mission.
Right.
Our mission was to, number one, include everybody with every disability, because we were really concerned about the compartmentalization of different disabilities.
And there's 1 billion people on Earth with a disability.
And it could be any of us at any time.
And that's all races, all religions, all ethnicities.
All socioeconomic backgrounds. So there is no hiding from it. We are an illness, an accident, a
group that any of us can become a part of.
We can become a part of this 1 billion group of people that have something to share, and they have something to contribute, and they are as valuable and beautiful as anybody else. So that's why we wanted to tell you about the Disability Pride flag.
Which we're both going to be ordering one for our house.
We are. We're going to hang them out front. And I know, and I live in the boonies, so who's going to see my flag? I'm still going to wave it.
I live in the city, so everybody will see it.
Yeah, and you can maybe leave them out to my house so that they can see. If you'd like to see another one just like this. All right, but in all seriousness, you matter to us.
Yes.
And to the world, and you have something to add, regardless of your ability.
And I will also add the attitudinal barriers video to this video.
Please.
And also our TED Talk. Don't forget to check out our TED Talk,
where we talk about how amazing people are with disabilities
and employment,
and what they have to add in the workplace.
Absolutely. So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel.
Please, I am attention seeking. I need attention. And we love you. Thank you.
Bye, guys.